This presentation is going to be about the life of Saint Jaime Hilario Barbal, a Lasallian saint. His real name is Manuel Barbal Cosan, who was born on the 2nd day of January in the year 1898 in a small town of Envini Lleida, Kingdom of Spain. He was raised in a pious and hardworking family. As early as 12 years old, he immediately joined the seminary with the blessing of his parents, but was sent home due to his gradual hearing loss. However, he still managed to find ways in order to serve God. Convinced that he was really called to serve God, he then joined the Institute of the Brothers of Christian Schools in the year of 1917. He served for almost 2 decades as a teacher in those schools. He stopped educating due to hearing loss, the same problem that he had when he was 12, and worked as a gardener instead. He served the Lord humbly but enthusiastically as he was doing small tasks. When he developed a hearing loss and was advised to return home, he feared that he would be unable to fulfill his religious vocation. Now, how is Saint Jaime Hilario Barbal associated with Saint La Salle? He became a teacher of mathematics, theology, and philosophy, as he is also working as a catechist. He believes that universal education is very important and must be for everyone, even for the poor people. He taught for 16 years in the La Salle schools, namely Mollerusa in the years 1918 to 1923, in Manresa from 1923 to 1924, in Oleana from 1925 to 1926, and finally in Pibrac from 1926 up to 1934. He became a Lasallian brother because of his professional competencies as a teacher and a catechist.
On St. Jaime Hilario's last moment, he was brought to Tarragona on a prison ship, and his trial was on 1937. On his trial, St. Jaime Hilario could have been acquitted by just stating that he was just a regular gardener and not a teacher. However, he insisted on recognizing himself as a brother and therefore sealed his fate of execution. On the time of his execution on Mount Olives, his last words were, "To die for Christ is to live for Him." The firing squad that were to shoot him missed their marks and dropped their rifles. However, this did not excuse St. Jaime's fate. The commandant took his pistol and fired 5 shots on Jaime Hilario, which made him one of 97 Lasallian brothers killed in the Spanish War.
His beatification process occurred in Tarragona in 1944 and concluded a short time later in 1945. While the Congregation for the Causes of Saints later validated this process, several decades later on June 7, 1985 in Rome. The postulation sent the documents to the CCS in 1988 for assessment. Theological experts first approved on February 24, 1989 that he was killed in hatred of the faith, while the CCS conceded the same thing in their meeting on October 17, 1989. Pope John Paul II confirmed on December 21, 1989 that Barbal was killed in hatred of his faith and then beatified Barbal on April 29, 1990. One miracle was required for his sanctification, and when news reached the postulation about one such case, it was investigated in the diocese of its origin. For one killed in hatred of the faith, no miracle is needed for the beatification, but one is needed for sainthood. The CCS then validated this process on October 1, 1993, and the medical board approved this on October 26, 1994, as did theologists on March 20, 1998, and the CCS on October 20, 1998. John Paul II then approved this miracle on December 21, 1998, and then canonized Barbal as a saint on November 21, 1999 in St. Peter's Square.